Welcome back, True Believers Elite Legend, back at you guys with another Marvel Legends video. And that's right, the Elite Legend did not forget about the True Believers. The Elite Legend has been on a special covert mission in the country of Michigan. That's right, the Elite Legend was stuck in a Michigan prison camp, but I was finally set free just in time to catch the tail end of the 2023 Marvel Legends Hasbro crowdfunder Haslab Giant Man. And that Giant Man has been in danger of being a epic failure, just like the engine of Robbie Vengeance, or AKA Engine of Bullshit Haslab from 2022. This year, Ryan and the Hasbro Big Three said they've taken a more thoughtful approach, which means they have thought of a different way to take your money and make you think you're getting a value when actually you're still paying through the nose. This year they wanted to be a little bit of, they wanted to have a little bit of that little virtue. They wanted to be virtuous. They wanted to say that they try to take all your money, all your hard-earned cash, baby. You work hard, you put in the 40 hours a week, taking the man's shit, shoveling shit, digging ditches, cleaning toilets, baby. And then at the end of the week, you get your money and you go hand it over to Hasbro for your little pieces of plastic pleasure. But last year, they went a little too far. They wanted you to pay $350 for a little car that probably cost about $50. They said it had a top, a bottom, and a middle, and it failed miserably. And I don't like speaking bad about the day, but Robbie still out there on his little Viking funeral, probably being picked apart by the vultures and the pigeons. But that's neither here nor there. We talking about the Giant Man, baby. They do 24 inches, like a Hulk Hogan bicep. But $200 for a 24-inch figure. They had 12-inch figures for $50. Charging $200 for this is a little bit ridiculous, baby. Now, it don't come with no additional figures because they're being gratuitous and saying they don't want to put those figures behind a paywall, baby. But they had us paying for figures beforehand and after the fact. And they're going to tell us, look, baby, you going to get you this little wasp. You don't need no bug spray, baby. You might need a little Astro Glide when you get this little wasp, and you're going to try to fit 24 inches inside of there. And she's like, no, baby, that's too big. We got to go with the Toy Biz. Dusty! Come on! Ramona! How did you let him go on that long? Well, anywho, $200 for this Giant Man. But we already had to pay for Ant-Man for $24.99 this summer. They added that jumpsuit Hank Pym, who could have easily been a tier. They added him to the West Coast Avengers box set. We do not have any action figure tiers because they wanted to be virtuous. They wanted a virtue signal. We really wanted to make sure that this would be a $200 toy. $200 sounds good when the alternative last year was $350. And I don't care if it had a top, bottom, and a middle. It wasn't worth $350. It didn't get funded. They're acting like all of a sudden action figures are not intended to be part of the offering when the last three Haslabs added 3 action figures. Come on. They could have easily given us a wasp. They could have easily given us that jumpsuit Hank Pym and a yellow jacket. Make this special. Why are they all of a sudden concerned about giving out or putting out repaints? This is Hasbro Marvel Legends. Repaints have made this line last as long as it has. They could have given us a early bird that allows you to get Hank Pym in his jumpsuit. They could have given us a gold suited yellow jacket and classic wasp in blue. But no, they let us know that, well, we're going to get a classic wasp and a yellow jacket, but that's coming next year on Retro Card. Little bitch ass, baby. Dusty. Sorry. Ryan from the Hasbro Big Three, the Ken doll, he said, you can get all the 6-inch figures you want at $24.99 a pop. He was very thoughtful when he said that. So $24.99. So you're going to get yourself your yellow jacket. You're going to get yourself your wasp. That's an extra $50. So now that Haslab goes from $200 to $250. Also, I think you have to pay for shipping nowadays, even if you're a premium subscriber to Hasbro Pulse, where fans come last. And then you talk about the Ant-Man that came out this summer. That's another $25. You had to pay $125 to get that West Coast Avengers 5-pack because they put that Hank Pym behind a paywall. They have no problems putting figures behind or in front of a paywall. They have no problems separating families or teams. If this Haslab does not get funded, people are going to cry and say we need a Giant Man. I think the Toy Biz is just fine, but everybody can't get that Toy Biz. This could have easily been a retail project. It could have been a fan channel exclusive. We got, I forget that green figure. Shit, he cost $60, but he was 12 inches. We could have got a Giant Man for $60, 12 inches tall, maybe 14 inches, and it did not have to be a Haslab project. Hasbro does not want to take any risks, but they want all the rewards. They pass it off to the consumer, and consumers last year said, no, we ain't taking it. Right now, we are less than 3 days away from this thing either being reality or being a miserable failure. What is in store in the future for a future Haslab since this does not get funded? Ryan seemed to think that it was not a big deal. Boogie is dedicated to this game. He has lost 20 pounds because he realized that his 500 square foot studio is not big enough for him and a 24-inch Haslab Giant Man. With that kind of dedication, this project alone needs to be funded. We already know those tiers, they're probably out the window. But who wants a zombie face plate? Who wants a inaccurate scroll face plate? I don't want no face plate. And also, come on, let's talk about this a little bit. 24 inches. 90 points of articulation. Half of the points of articulation are in the hands. Unless you're trying to satisfy your old lady, I don't know why you need that many points of articulation in the hand. Then maybe sometimes you got to have that little bit of an extra, a little bit of a little twist, a little bit of a fold to hit that little G-spot and make it explode. Dusty! All right, folks, that's it. Let me know in the comments. Do you think it will fund? Have you backed the Haslab? Are you going to back it? How many units do you think it'll move? Do you think we'll hit any of the tiers? What does the future hold for Haslab if it does not fund? If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted to all of Elite Legends' next videos. If you're into Marvel Legends, hit my Marvel Legends playlist. Follow the Elite Legend on Instagram by scanning that code. And if you haven't already done so, join Elite Toy Collectors over on Facebook. And again, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, make mine Marvel.